Welcome back. Now we will discuss about combustion in SI and CI engine. So initially we understand the combustion phenomenon. So what is meant by the combustion? So combustion is an exothermic chemical reaction in which constituents of fuel, that is hydrogen and carbon, combine with oxygen, liberating energy and causing increase in temperature of exhaust gases produced. So this combustion is also called as oxidation reaction. That means in which these hydrocarbons reacts with oxygen, and that reaction is exothermic reaction. That is tremendous amount of heat energy is liberated during this combustion process. So for this combustion the necessary conditions are combustible mixture, next means of initializing the process and stabilization of flame. So this combustion is a complex chemical reaction. So combustion in SI engine is initiated by supplying high intensity spark, and the combustion takes place successively up to the end of combustion chamber. So for this understanding of this combustion phenomenon, see this diagram carefully. So this circular shape is nothing but like a combustion chamber. At the center of this combustion chamber there is a spark plug. When we supply the high intensity spark, so at the vicinity of this spark plug, initially the fuel gets burned, and after that successively the fuel gets, that is unburned fuel gets burned up to the end of combustion chamber. That means at vicinity of spark plug there is a nucleus of combustion, and from that flame gets travel towards end of combustion chamber by successively burning the unburned charge. So this is simple combustion phenomenon. So to understand this combustion phenomenon, because it is a complex process and that combustion takes place inside engine cylinder, so this is not a visible process. So for this better understanding of this combustion phenomenon, Ricardo, that is scientist, Mr. Ricardo, performed the number of experiments, and for that experiments he takes the quad cylinder and employing high speed photography during the experimentation. He takes the number of readings and plotted a result on pressure crank angle diagram, that is called as P theta diagram, as shown in figure. So this Mr. Ricardo, to study this combustion phenomenon, he differentiated the total combustion process in a number of stages. So see the diagram carefully. The vertical line is pressure line and the horizontal is crank angle, that is theta. Here two graphs are plotted, or two curves are plotted. First one is AB MN, that is motoring curve, and second one is ABCD, that is actual firing curve. Motoring curve is also called as non-firing curve. At point A the spark is supplied, high intensity spark is given, and at point B the tiny flame is appear inside engine cylinder. So this time interval or that gap AB is nothing but what? Ignition lag. So this is first stage is ignition lag. After that BC is called as flame propagation. We will see the in detail later, flame propagation, and last CD is after burning. So for the better understanding of this combustion phenomenon, Ricardo differentiate this combustion process in number of stages, and the first stage is ignition lag or delay period. The spark is produced at point A and actual combustion start at point B. So this time lag is called as ignition lag. So it is the time interval between the instant at spark is given and the instant at tiny flame is appears in cylinder. So this is also called as propagation phase, or preparation phase, during which pre-combustion reactions carried out. So this lag depends upon temperature, pressure, nature of fuel, and residual gases present inside engine cylinder. So once when we supply the spark at point B, actual combustion does not takes place or start at point B. Tiny flame is appears at point B, so some time is there. So that time lag or time gap is called as what? Delay period or ignition lag. Now second stage of this combustion is flame propagation stage. Now once the tiny flame appears at point B, that flame travels in combustion chamber from nucleus of combustion towards the end of combustion chamber by successively burning the fuel. Hence it is called as flame propagation phase. Why it is called as flame propagation? Because the flame propagates from nucleus of combustion towards end of combustion chamber. So during this stage, pressure and temperature inside engine cylinder continuously increases. In normal combustion, flame propagates with speed of 15 meter per second and peak pressure is developed inside engine cylinder. So that stage is called as flame propagation phase. Tiny flame appears at point B and that flame continuously travels towards the end of combustion chamber by successively burning the unburned charge. Hence it is called as flame propagation stage. Now the last stage of combustion is after burning or flame termination stage. Theoretically the combustion must end when the peak pressure is developed in cylinder. Now the peak pressure is developed at the end of this flame propagation stage. So theoretically the combustion process must end at that point, but practically the combustion is continuous during the expansion stroke due to the combustion of unburned charge, and during this reassociation of dissociated gases takes place. So during this some heat is always rejected to surrounding with exhaust gas. Theoretically the combustion must be end when the max pressure is developed inside engine cylinder, because that pressure is exerted over the piston. But practically the combustion is continuous till the piston travels towards the bottom dead center position. That means during the some amount expansion process, again the combustion starts, and that combustion is due to burning of unburned charge or due to the reassociation of dissociated gases inside engine cylinder. So that stage is called as what? After burning stage or flame termination stage. During this stage or during this process the flame gets terminates, hence it is called as flame termination stage. So for this better understanding of combustion, this record audio divided this total combustion process into three stages, that is ignition lag or delay period, second is flame propagation stage, and last one is after burning or flame termination stage. So this is about combustion in SI engine.